Hi everyone, my name is Thomas Kim. Today is October 19th, 2022. This is my 112th episode for C++ 17 2023 CUDA SQL OpenGL DBB. This is my first episode about OpenGL Context. We will learn how to use debug context. We will learn how to use debug context. Then we will eventually create debug context by ourselves. The ability to create context by ourselves is very important. I will post this script in the description section below. I assume you are reading OpenGL SuperBible 7th edition. From this book, Chapter 15, Debugging and Stability. I would highly recommend you to read this chapter, Debug Context. I would also recommend you to read OpenGL Programming Guide 9th edition from this book, Appendix G, Debugging and Profiling OpenGL. We will eventually create debug context by ourselves. Also, I would recommend you to read OpenGL 4 Shading Language Cookbook 3rd edition. From this book, Chapter 2, Getting Debug Message. I would highly recommend you to read this part of the book. From my previous video, episode 108, please double-click this link. I assume you have watched my previous video listed here. Show more, download current video source code. Please click this link. Show in folder, extract, rename 112, debug context. Copy, paste it in your working directory. In this folder, double-click OpenGL songs, this solution. Right-click, set as startup project. Press Ctrl F5. You should be able to build and run successfully. Now close it. Close it. Now, from Solution Explorer, Source Files, open source.cpp. Please understand that we created this video in episode 108. We will learn how to use glDebugMessageCallback, this function. Then we will eventually learn how to create OpenGL context. From header files, open up shader utility. This header file, also shader utility.cpp. I will auto hide and arrange side by side. In the shader utility.h, at the end of the file, we will create namespace gl util. The reason we create a new namespace is to prevent name clashes with OpenGL. We will declare constant character pointer debug source to string glenum source. This is header file. Copy this. In this file, Ctrl N. Namespace gl util paste. From this file, I will copy this text and paste it here. We need this link. Control click glDebugMessageCallback. In this documentation, you can find callback function. We will use this text shortly. If you scroll down, you can find glDebugMessageControl. We want to interpret the source code. If you scroll down, source may be blah blah blah. I will copy this text and paste it here. Now switch source. This is switch statement. Case colon return copy paste. Case, please remove trailing underscore. Quote, return quote, copy paste. In such way, I prepared some source code in advance. I will just copy and paste. So we created debug source to string. We are interpreting debug source as a string. In the same manner, we want to interpret type. Type may be one of these things. Now, I will create another function. Copy, paste, debug type to string. This is type. Now copy, paste it here. We can create switch type. Then from this document, I would copy up to this point. Copy, paste. Then case colon return, copy this, semicolon, case colon return quote, copy, paste. I prepared some code in advance. I will just copy and paste. Now, in this document again, we want to interpret stability. So, we create another function, debug stability. In the same manner, I would copy this function signature and paste it here. Switch stability. In this document again, you can find stability may be one of. I can copy up to this point, paste, then case colon return quote, copy, paste. In the same manner, I created the source code in advance. I will copy and paste. So we created 1, 2, 3 functions. We need one more function. Here, in this documentation, if we go back for glDebugMessageCallback, we need this function prototype. Copy, paste it here. We can simply say output debug message. I will arrange the argument like this. Now copy, paste it here. In this function, std cout carriage return source. We are printing this message. We use debug source to string like this. Then we pass source. Then new line character. I will arrange like this. Then this type debugger type to string type. Then severity colon debug severity to string. We pass severity. New line ID. This ID here. New line. Then we don't need length. We will just display message colon message, then std ender. We can fix this function to display user parameter. Now save all. Press Ctrl F7 to test if it builds successfully. Okay, it built successfully. In the source.cpp, scroll down. In the function startup, here, GL debug message callback. We pass this function. This function is defined in the GL util namespace. We can use address of operator. Then we have to pass constant void null. Now press Ctrl F5. Now close it. If you scroll up, you can find pretty debugging message. Now close it. Please understand that we built using debug build in the release. Press Ctrl F5. Now close it. In the release build, we cannot see debugging message. Only in the debug build, we can see the debug message. Now close it. In this episode, we learned how to use debug message callback in OpenGL. In future sessions, we will create OpenGL context by ourselves by referencing this link. Sadly, not this link, but this link. I will delete it. Control click. By reading this document, we can create OpenGL context by ourselves.